Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you? The topic is phrase structure rules. We have been studied about phrase structure rule, what does mean of phrase structure rule and why we study phrase structure rule and syntax in the study of syntax. When we study syntax, syntax is related, it is about the structure of a sentence, that how, and when we do study of the small components of structure of sentence, so what we have to study, so that is based on the study of syntax is based on the phrase structure rule. So if we say that a sentence is something that is consisted of subject and predicate, a clause is a subject and predicate. After that, we have to study the thing that is related to um, phrase, and the study of phrase or phrases, that is non-phrase structure rule. In previous class, we also studied that what does mean of phrase structure rules. Phrase structure rules mean that when we when we study the structure of the sentence, so we have to divide it, we have to study according to structure of phrase. So in that we have to know that what does mean of uh, NP, what does mean of VP, and which one is head, which one is modifier, and why something is uh, powerful than the other one, what is the role of that. Like I told you that the most powerful phrase in English, in any language, but particularly we are studying this language, this is English language. So the most strongest element is verb phrase. So verb phrase is the most strongest phrase in the English language. So here we have two kinds of thing when we study phrase structure rule. The first one is tree diagram and the second one is constitute analysis. In constitute analysis, we have to study in sentences, in the form of sentences, that what is a sentence, what is noun phrase, what is verb phrase, rest of these two phrases, what kind of other phrases we have. So you see a kind of symbol, and this symbol means that which one is greater. So the head one, the head of this arrow means that that one is lesser than the previous one. Like if I use before this one and I use that S, this kind of arrow, and then NP plus VP, so it's mean that sentence is greater than NP and VP. So like you see that here, this would be represented as sentence is greater than NP and VP. Then we have to say that this is constituent analysis. Then we have to say that NP is greater than N, and we say that VP is greater than V plus NP. Like I told you that sometimes we have another noun phrase in the verb phrase as well. So we have to break down each constituent further. So NP consists of a single noun. So that's why we said that NP is greater than N. N mean noun, NP mean noun phrase. So this would be represented in the next line as NP is greater than N. Clear? So every phrase is greater than, is bigger than the single word. Like I told you that VP is greater than V. So this is like just mathematics. We say that, like we say that the noun in the subject is Mary. In the above sentence, Mary had a little lamb from left to right. So in this sentence, the noun in subject is Mary. This would be represented in next line as N greater than Mary. So as we come from top to bottom, so we say that we come from the bigger to lesser one, from bigger to small one. So the hierarchical relation of that thing is going to small one, from bigger one to small one. So that's why we say that VP is greater than V plus NP, and V is head. So head is an auxiliary verb. So in this sentence that we said that if we have determiner, so determiner is greater than A. So every kind of name that is related to that specific thing, that specific word, that is greater one. Like we have noun. Lamp, what is lamp? Lamp is a noun. But noun is greater than this one. Clear? So we see that this is the complete one, that is great one, sentence is great one, noun phrase, verb phrase. Then noun phrase is greater than noun, noun is greater than Mary. So which one is the greater one? Noun is greater than Mary, and NP is greater than N, and S is greater than NP plus VP. Then in VP we have V plus noun phrase. So when we do study of this thing, that is equal to NP VP, NP is equal to N is something like that, VP mean like this, and V is like this. So this is known as phrase structure rules. So I told you that in this before this one you have been studied tree diagram, tree diagram of free structure. Now here you will study linear order of the constitution, of the constitutes. So we can call it ICA, immediate constituent analysis. Immediate constituent analysis means that when we do division of words in the form of sentence, division of phrases in the form of sentence, like we say that every sentence is constitutes of two things, simply noun phrase plus verb phrase. Like the child found the puppy, so the puppy found the child. So when we do study of these constitutes of these two sentences, so we have S, then we have noun phrase is the child, and then we have verb phrase. So then in noun phrase we have two things, one is determiner and one is noun. The is determiner and child is noun. Then we have VP mean verb phrase, and verb phrase we have verb, man verb, and then we have again noun phrase, and noun phrase again we have determiner, and we have this one is noun. So same like the second one, the structure of both sentences is same. So we say that word order in an essential part of the sentence structure. Clear? Word order, we have to see word order. I told you in the start that we have to focus on the word order of the constitute analysis of the tree diagram. Whatsoever we have to do, we have to structuralize up the sentence, we have to do the study of sentence structure, sentence element. So when we do study like this, so we call it, that is called phrase structure rule. So here students, you have to, just like in a tree diagram, firstly you have sentence, then you have NP and VP, and after that you have noun, determiner, V is equal to, and so on. Like this, firstly you have to divide it into phrases, noun phrase and verb phrase. You have to divide it into brackets, just just like you have been studied in mathematics, that this is the bigger brackets, this is the medium one, and this is the small bracket. So firstly you have to divide the sentence into big brackets, and then you have to a middle one, and then you have to small one. I mean to say that you have to divide the sentence at least into words, and then you have to say that this one is noun phrase, and this, like you see that firstly they divide it into, this is the subject, and this is, like you say, NP and VP. Then this one, this is sold the car. So this is the VP, and this one is to his brother in New York, and this one is also NP. Then the child found the puppy in the garden. So this is uh, NP, and this is VP. And again in this VP we have, this one is V, and this one is uh, this one is adjectival phrase, and this is adj dot p. Clear? So we see that the child, then we divide it into the and child. So this is np, and this is determiner, and this is noun. So we have to divide into the small one, and that is known as constitutes analysis. And when we do the structure of sentence like this, we have 2a and sentence form and tree diagram, that is known as phrase structure rule.